Hello, today I want to share with you Teddy Button. Teddy Button is a little classic favorite that we've had in our household for many, many years. You may or may not know that the books that we have, the read aloud books in the literature section of Oikos, are there for a very specific, special purpose. And that is, if we've read a book that we found teaches a very valuable moral or a lesson for life, that actually will encourage a parent to help them with their own parenting, as well as training and instructing their children in the way of the Lord and according to biblical principles. Well, those are the kind of books that we have in the literature section, and Teddy Button is just one of them. This little story is about a little boy who had to deal with anger and hatred. And it's just this, as you read the story, it helps you to help your children to overcome something that everybody deals with, or everybody. I don't think there's a living person that doesn't have to deal with hatred and anger at some point. It's a sin in our lives that we have to try and conquer. And this little story, Teddy Button teaches and helps a child to overcome through the story of Teddy Button. So what I wanted to just say to you about these little stories is, as a parent, if you read the story to your children aloud, don't just give it to them to read. Then you stop and you discuss while you're reading, and what happens after that is when one of your children are angry about something or have hatred towards somebody, you can say, remember the story of Teddy Button. In fact, it got even further than that in our household. We would just say one word, like the button, so that if other people were around, we as a family would understand what that meant. And if I had to say the button, or if I had to say Teddy to somebody, one of our children that were expressing emotion of anger or hatred, then they would immediately be reminded of that story, and they would know what that meant. They would know that they need to get their anger in check, they needed to repent and to just overcome that giant that was rising up in them. And so that is what this story is about. So if you need this lesson in your family and your household with any of your children, then I would suggest this would be a very good little book to read aloud. They're short books. Most of the books in the literature section that are these little classics are just short little stories, but they're very, very powerful. Well, I hope you find them to be. We certainly did. Thank you for watching. Bye.